Hey guys, Demon Steel 479 here with what will be my first video that I've done in a long time. So this is, as the trailer has shown, Digimon World. And this is Digimon. This is essentially a little quiz. I always say answer yes to the Digivice, and then this is just deciding who your partner will be. So we're going to go with our typical name is going to be Steel, and our Digimon's name is going to be Demon Steel. Yeah, I'm not the most creative guy I've ever seen. So that was Digimon. I'll explain the differences when we get there. And this is a very high quality cutscene for its time. And I think this has like our character's 4 lines of dialogue in it. Maybe there's 5. I can't remember offhand. I'm of course not counting the opening cutscene. Now it's worth noting that this game is from the PlayStation era, so there will be some emulation lags and some just general breaking. But that's to be expected. So there we've had our second line. And now these are the old Digivices. I think they're still called Pendulum at this point in time. These are the old variety, before the TV show originated. So, line 3. And line 4. So now it's worth noting that I know this is going to come out later on in the series, so I'm just going to stomp it down right now. The equivalency that everyone makes to Digimon compared to Pokemon. Digimon has a slightly different premise. You don't want to collect more monsters, you're kind of hiding from the bastards. Digimon also had a very different progression in how it was created. It started off as a device, I believe. Then that device turned into this game. Then this game turned into the anime and manga. So here we just have Digimon saying, essentially, hey, I kidnapped you, save us. And we have no idea what the hell's going on, because we have massive concussion from, falling from the sky, getting turned into data, same old shit that always happens. So you see that yellow guy behind us? Well, we're going to find out his name is Demons shortly. And essentially that, because of how we answered the questions at the beginning, we have Agumon as our starter partner. I've always been a fan of Agumon, so that's why I always choose Agumon as my starter. Now, if you say no to a Digivice, you'll be asked the time of day you'd prefer more, day or night. And then if you have friends, if you say no, I don't have friends, you get Gabumon as your partner. And if you say yes, then you get Agumon, I believe. Now, the Digivice question, I say answer yes because there's theories that say that you can digivolve Digimon easier if you have the Digivice. Whether those theories are true or not has no real meaning. No one's really looked at the code. People should. You'd think I would, but no. Now he's saying that something happened and people stopped speaking languages anymore and they just started fighting and they ran away. So same old shit that always happens in a game. Apparently I'm not speaking English anymore, I'm speaking Digimon. You know, same old shit. Saying, you know what, I can't get out of here anyways, so let's help. You know you kidnapped me, because you're an asshole. Alright, so these first couple videos aren't going to be anything really exciting. They're just going to be me explaining everything. So the first thing you always want to do is go back inside. Go back in, and you want to run up and talk to this white puffball up here named Tokomon. And he gives you a lot of items. And he really does need a lot of items. You get some meat to feed your Digimon, some semi-recoveries to heal them in battle, restore so that when they pass out in battle, you can revive them. Medicine for if they get sick. Excuse me. And a bandage for when they get wounded. And I suddenly forgot controls there. And then here we have all our stats. Now, you see at the very top there is Demon, our guy's name. His monster, Genesis? We'll go with that, Genesis, of Agumon. His age is 0. They age a lot quicker than they should, so don't worry. He weighs 15 pounds, has 800 HP, 600 MP, 80 offense, 60 defense, 70 speeds, and 70 brain. Now, he also has techniques that he can learn. See these gray ones I have highlighted here? He can't learn these ones. But these ones here, he can learn no problem. And this one, he knows already, and it's already equipped. So, you can see we have kinda not much at all. So it'll be fun. Then we have our player card here. So, we're level 0. We're amateur rank. We've only raised Agumon here. We have no money, and we've been playing for 3 minutes. We also have no medals, and no cards. Now here we have our chart for Digimon, tracking who evolves to who. I may add a cheat in to get more of that filled out. This is praise for when your Digimon does something good. This is scolding him for when he shits on the ground. And then sleep will explain at the end of the day. So, that's the basics. Up here we have what is called a meat farm. Yes, I'm not lying. They grow meat on a farm. And yes, our character does think the exact same thing that we did. So, she gives us 3 pieces of meat every day. So we have 6 pieces of meat right now, I believe. Up here is important later. So if we keep coming down this way, we see that this place is really run down. We got a couple feeders, Digimon lives in a cardboard box. We have a nice toilet. We do have a nice toilet. This is a rundown shop. And here we have a Euromon. She says, yeah, well, I'll explain what's around here. There's a training camp, jungle, native forest. Shit bunch to fight in native forests because we're gonna stay away from that kind of humor at this point in time. I could be an asshole, but now here we have Sunamon, Broken Bridge on the east, so this way. There's a broken bridge that I'll show off later. But what do you say we get into some of the meat of the game before we go over all this tutorial stuff? So this battle, sorry, you fight in this game, cannot be avoided. You can run away, and eventually if you can get down to the other side of the screen, you can actually try and run, but it just says I shouldn't run away or something like that. So here we have the battle screen. Our battle is up at the top, left-hand corner, the right-hand corner, sorry, and then fall. But if we press select, we get to see his HP. So it's kind of cheating, but useful at the same time. And so this is how the battle go. I want to keep boss battles in and just cut out entirely. So if the Digimon will come back to the city with them, then they'll see the battle. Or if something magnificent like happens in the battle, then you see it. Otherwise, we're just gonna skip it. And it's like overly resilient, okay? So that bird is going to called Soft Jab. And if we're really lucky, we'll learn it. I'm not holding my breath though. So we just got 100 bits from him, and he dropped a small recovery, and we learned nothing. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And he says, okay, I'll come join your city. Cool story, bro. And yeah, that's... And there you see our Digimon got hungry. So we're feeding him meat and he's happy. I keep forgetting I have it set up to use the analog stick, not the D-pad. Yep, just check his screen over here and there to make sure he's really actually full. So we have a small recovery. And we're just going to take a quick little run around the screen because occasionally items will spawn on screen. Because you only get 3 pieces of meat from Tanimon a day. Your Digimon might need more than that, so you gotta kind of scavenge for mushrooms and such. And here we have Green Gem. Now you have Koromon here, who Agumon evolves from. And he'll explain training and whatnot. But I'll give you a quick rundown. So this here is pushing a boulder. You push a boulder and you gain HP. This here is striking a tree. You hit a tree and you gain attack and HP. This here is a punching glove. I'm just going to show off this one right now just because it's freaking hilarious. Yep, he gets punched in the face with a punching glove. And raises defense and brain. How getting hit in the head raises your brain capacity, I don't know. Running. Raises speed, he just runs around for a bit. And each of these exercises takes up an hour in-game time. An hour in-game time, I think, is a minute of our time. I think, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at the manual for this book, for this game. But there you see he had to poop. So we get to use that nice shiny toilet. And I like how our character looks way back after watching Digimon take a shit. So what was I showing off? I get distracted easily, guys, sorry. Okay, so yeah. So I just showed off the speed, we'll show off the striking over here. He attacks the tree and gains hunger from it. But he gains offensive power from it as well. So we have our boulder pushing, which I'm not going to show off just yet. We also have this here where he stands near a waterfall and gets MP for it. And then over here we have brain training. Pressing triangle when he's doing those exercises does speed it up, so you don't have to stand there for a minute and watch. But so now, as you guys saw, my stats were going up, right? So in order to get certain evolutions, you have to get certain stats. So the one we're going for needs 100 minimum across the board and 30 weight. Now, I've tried this a couple times and I have yet to succeed in getting them on my first go. But we're gonna try anyways, just because. So this game is a lot of grinding almost and kind of babying your Digimon just to try and get them up to the stats you want them at. So there you see the light changed. So we're getting close to nighttime, which I will show off the hunger feature again, because he is hungry all the time. Anyone who watched the anime will understand why Koromon eats so much now. And he is still not tired. Cool. There we go, now he's tired. Anything else before you go to sleep? Nope. Okay. So now we have our sleep menu here, which is just basic. You have to feed him, he has to poop, you gotta sleep too. So I always select save and go, because I'm playing on an emulator and have infinite amounts of save space. So he lives, he's alive. Now because it's after midnight, we're gonna go talk to Tanamon, get some food, then we're gonna go back in and train some more. So in this game, it's worth noting that there are care mistakes you can make too. So if you can't get to the toilet in time and your Digimon poops on the ground, that's a care mistake. If you keep training him or ignore that he's hungry, that's a care mistake. If you train him too much, don't let him rest, that's a care mistake. Care mistakes do both change your Digimon's potential evolution and also reduce his lifespan. Neither of which we want happen at this point in time. So we need not items. We need defense. So the reason I'm trying to get this right now is because of his age. When we started, he was age 0. Now he's age 1. So every day is a year to these guys, which is weird when you think about it, but we'll let it slide, because why not? So and he has to poop. Lovely. And he's hungry, which is genius. So you see the 2 bars down there in the bottom? The top one is happiness, and the bottom one is discipline. Right now he's pretty much perfect middle ground for discipline, and he's high ground for happiness. Happiness is raised by just like treating him well, praising him when he does well. So I probably should praise him when he gets off the toilet, but that lowers his discipline, so I don't do it often, because I'm an asshole. And I make him get punched in the face a couple times. So now we're just gonna go rest up quick. So resting is right quick and easy. You just go talk. You just go back to Digimon's house. Now you'll see here quick that Digimonn isn't actually here. In fact, Digimonn doesn't exist at this point in time. She only starts to exist around noon, I believe. But some Digimon like Tanamon is around all the time. Punimon is around all the time, where we just rested at. I probably should explain that more. These guys are all around all the time. There's a couple others that are always around, but they're always recruited. Speaking of recruited, right here we have Agumon's house, or Agumon's new place. He is the item keeper. So we talked to him. He said they'll sell your items for free because you said you brought me here, or some ridiculous nonsense like that. And here we have Poyamon, who explains Digivolution. So fresh in training takes 6 hours. Rookie then from in training to rookie it takes about a day. Then from then to champion it takes 3 days. And then after that it's ultimate, which if you haven't reached the parameters for it before he turns 15, he'll die. So coming into here, there's a bit of a glitch to the game where it's not where it's not after 3 days, but it's when he turns 3. So this is our best chance to get to the point where, to the parameters we need to be at. So after a couple more training exercises, we should be good to go and fight some stuff. And by fight some stuff, I mean end the video and make you guys wait. And check this again. Yes. Wait, no. Speed training. Okay. So I'm actually gonna let him do a full rotation just to show you how long it can take. And he'll just literally do that for minutes. Like a minute and a bit, I think. And he's hungry again. You're going to get at a house and home, buddy. It's always a good idea to go in there and check, because occasionally they don't tell you everything right off the bat. And there we go, 100 speed. And up here. And there at the bottom you see we got new orders. Now, because I'm a nice guy, I'm not going to put a cliffhanger in here and make you guys wait for the next part of it. I'll go ahead and show you now. We'll get into a fight. So here we have just generic enemies. These are typically going to be cut out, but I'll show this one just for the sake of showing off what we got. So we have real power, which is before. Now we have attack, which I encourage you on these guys because they have water attacks and they hurt a lot. I don't know if there was damage, ultimate damage, like fire is weak against water, but in this game, now we also have a run command, but running is also a mistake. Starting to see the pattern here. So that was a basic battle. Something that just will happen occasionally. Occasionally they'll drop an item, they'll always drop money, usually. And these guys will never come and join your city, no matter how many times you fight them. Okay dude, come on. It's not even noon, you already, or it's just turning noon now and you've eaten me at a house and home. So there's item spawn locations on each screen, and none of which are there, so moving on. And by moving on, I mean next time on Digimon World, we will play some more. Have a good night, guys.